Hello friends, today we are going to continue chapter number 12, Indian Democracy, lecture number 2. Friends, in the beginning, in the first lecture, we discussed about the elections. We discussed that why elections plays important role in any democracy. Friends, we understood about democracy in our previous chapters. We discussed that where there is democracy, people of that particular country, citizens of that particular country, they remain at the utmost position. They are at the apex point we can consider. Here, people elect their government who administers the whole country. The representatives, these representatives are elected by the people, and that is why in democracy the concept of the people, by the people and for the people is followed. The government is elected among the citizens of India. They are working for the people, and we can say they are elected by the people as well. Friends, we discussed about the voters and the government in our previous lecture. That what is the role of the voter? Which person can vote in a democracy? We discussed about the universal adult suffrage, that a person of the age of 18 or above has been given the right to vote without any discrimination of caste, creed, religion, education, gender, etc. No discrimination is done. In universal adult suffrage, the voter works on the principle of one person, one vote. Friends, now today we'll discuss about the importance of elections. Let us discuss about the importance of elections. Friends, let us discuss about the importance of elections. Here it is said that election is the foundation of democracy. Election is considered as the foundation of democracy. It is also the most important event on which the democracy exists. On which the democracy exists. We can see an environment. We can see an environment similar to festival. During elections. At the time of elections, the environment is similar like any festival. Then here it is said, based on the past work records, people can evaluate the performances of the candidate during the elections. During the elections, Then here it is said, any citizen who fulfills the prerequisite to contest election can do so. That person can contest the election as well. It is not compulsory for a candidate to belong to any political party, for contesting elections. It is not compulsory for any person to join any political party for contesting the elections. Then, in Indian democracy, Parliament is the apex body, whereas the Gram Panchayat is the basic foundation block. Gram Panchayat is called the basic foundation block. Over and above elections for state and national level, the elections are also held in the local governing bodies, like the Gram Panchayat, Taluka Panchayat, Gram Panchayat, Taluka Panchayat, and District Panchayat. And District Panchayat also elections are conducted. At upper level, elections are held in municipalities. In towns, and municipal corporation, in cities, and municipal corporation in cities. Elections are extremely important. For both the political parties for both the political parties as well as the candidates then elections provides an opportunity to the voters to evaluate the contesting candidate elections bring in new political setup and political waves. Elections gives a picture of a country's social and gives the picture of country's social and economic environment. Elections decides the future of the government. Elections are contested by the political parties, independent candidates, as well as coalition of political parties coalition is the mixtures of different political parties. The winning candidate and the party obtain as well as maintain power by the support of the people that is through their votes. Thus, elections is the lifeline of our democracy. It is the lifeline of our democracy. Now friends, here we have discussed about the importance of elections. Now let us learn about the public opinion. That what is public opinion? Now friends, let us learn about the meaning and importance of public opinion. Meaning and importance of public opinion. Let us discuss that what is the meaning of public opinion and what is its importance. Here it is said, as we know, India is a democratic country. India is a democratic country. The candidate and his party that wins the elections, would like to regain and retain its power in future too. Then for this it is extremely important for the political parties to connect with the people, by connecting with the people, they can know the opinion of the people for the parties and the candidates. This is called public opinion, and that is called public opinion. Means when the political parties and the candidate gets connected with the people to know that what is the choice of the people is favoring which party or which candidate, and that connection between the political parties and the candidate with the people, that is known as the public opinion. Public opinion helps the candidates. Public opinion helps the candidates and parties to maintain and run the government, frame policies, to view frame policies to view on various questions, on various questions organizations related to many problems, etc. Public opinion is highly essential for political parties, representatives, and organizations. Strong and organized public opinion. Strong and organized public opinion is very important. In democracy. It is very important in democracy. Public opinion can open the curtain. It can open the curtain from the poor functioning of the government. Poor functioning of the government. The voice of the public can create such a condition wherein the government cannot afford to misrule or neglect the country. Misrule or neglect the country. Public opinion also makes about their rights, and wrongdoings of the government. Right or wrongdoings of the government. The alert, awaken an intelligent public that cannot be misled by the government. They cannot be misled by the government. Public opinion is formed, gathered. Public opinion is formed, gathered, and circulated through the following mediums. First is print media. First is print media, in which we can consider newspaper, periodicals, and journals are few of the strongest form of print media, are the strongest form of print media. And second is electronic media. Second medium of public opinion is electronic media, in which we can consider radio, TV, computers, and laptops. Cinemas, mobile phones, and tablets, etc., are the strongest form of electronic media. These are the strongest form of electronic media. Through this, the public opinion is followed. It is formed, gathered, and circulated. Friends, here we complete this portion about the public opinion as well. Hope so you have understood this. We'll discuss about the other topic of this chapter in our next lecture. Thank you, friends.